Kanye West has stormed back into the headlines, dropping a shocking claim that Diddy allegedly swapped himself with a clone to dodge prison. Rumors swirl that the figure currently locked inside Fort Dix isn't really who everyone believes, and the freshly leaked footage only deepens the mystery. As if that wasn't explosive enough, 50 Cent is stepping forward with his own revelations after Diddy slapped a cease and desist on his new docuseries. There's a storm of secrets to unravel, so let's dive.
Things spreading around where people are saying that the person that's actually in jail is not the real Diddy. Let me catch you up to speed. This is a real photo of Diddy. Notice the markings on his face. They're very prominent and they are from the real Diddy. However, in this mugshot right here, you do not see these markings at all. So people are claiming that whoever is in jail, allegedly, supposedly, is not the real Diddy. This photo always terrified me. There's just something off about this photo. To make matters even more weird, Diddy's private jet is still flying around as we speak and making stops in various locations around the world. Just a few days ago, his private jet was spotted at Auckland Airport, a spot normally reserved for private aircraft. This is from the account Celebrity Jets. They're actually tracking P. Diddy's private jet flight path. And this is when it was landing at New Zealand. And 2 days ago, it was at Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the actual private jet.
TMZ just dropped explosive, leaked footage showing Diddy inside Fort Dix, mingling with other inmates. As usual, the clips raised far more questions than they solved. Observant fans immediately noticed something off. The figure behind bars didn't quite match Diddy. Different moles, subtle shifts in facial features. It was as if someone attempted a flawless imitation, but missed a few crucial details. Even stranger, this supposed Diddy moved and behaved in ways completely unlike the original.
The explosive documentary is Combs' longtime rival, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and director Alexandria Stapleton.
How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
The recordings give viewers an intimate look at Combs' mindset ahead of his criminal trial, even conversations with his legal team.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day.
Perhaps.
What was he intending to use it for?
I have no idea what he was doing that for.
I mean, you know, you're talking about a man who films himself doing everything and has for decades. I think he wanted some.
3:01 a.m. group of fans began digging deeper and uncovered that Diddy's private jet was crisscrossing the globe at the exact same time. With hundreds of civil lawsuits and multiple criminal probes looming over him, Diddy should have been confined. So who was really piloting his jet? Observers started cross-checking flight records against court schedules, uncovering trips to major business centers, secret offshore locations, and elite entertainment hotspots. Every destination matched where Diddy would have been, even as the real Diddy sat behind bars.
Harley Pasternak has been working with every celebrity, from Ariana Grande to Jessica Simpson, from Mac Miller to Brittany Murphy. This man is everywhere, and there are major red flags. Like, why is an ex-government defense agent working as a nutritionist for the biggest celebrities? It really appears that Harley is a handler, and that's why celebrities like Kanye West has exposed him. For example, Kanye shared text messages showing Harley threatening him to drug him up like a zombie, send him away to a hospital, and keep him away from.
This is the moment Kanye re-enters the picture. Last year, he publicly exposed his alleged handler, Harley Pasternak, a yoga trainer with rumored government ties. Kanye insisted that every major figure in Hollywood is controlled by someone, warning that if he ever vanished and suddenly returned, it wouldn't truly be him. And then he vanished from the public eye for nearly 2 full years, only to reappear looking and behaving like a completely altered version of himself, all while someone used his private jet to move exactly the way the old Kanye once did.
I wasn't invited to these parties. Obviously, Cat Williams done talked about these parties. People will mention.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So you.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am. I don't know. But the people call me Illuminati too. It's like, call me what? Okay, cool. I'm Illuminati. Then. Whatever it is. It's like, whatever. I don't care. I really don't give a. I really don't give a.
There you have it.
The one I boxed right in the middle.
Kanye West.
No, Kanye, why'd you show up today?
Hey guys, Aaron Katursky here from ABC. As if the trial of Sean Combs needed more spectacle, in walked Kanye West. He was inside for about 20 minutes. He didn't get into the courtroom. The guards made him go through security just like everybody else. He had to check his phone. And then he was taken up to the 24th floor to the overflow room. Now, I'm not sure if he didn't like it, didn't think it was the right vantage point for him, but he was only in there for a matter of minutes until he walked right back out. He was wearing this white, maybe canvas suit, and he told us that he was here to support Sean Combs. We're not sure that Combs' legal team wants him here for support or if he came on his own volition, but it certainly was a moment while testimony was going on from Sean Combs' former assistant, a guy named Jonathan Perez, who was with him from 2021 to 2024, said he set up hotel nights that he referred to as king nights, brought the lights, brought the Astroglide, brought the baby oil. The jury saw a lot of pictures today, too, of things seized from Combs' Los Angeles mansion. 900 bottles of Astroglide lubricants. According to the HSI agent on the witness stand, the jury saw boxes of it, all stacked.
It's also crucial to note that Kanye stood by Diddy from the very start of his trial, even appearing in court himself. Just one day after Diddy's name surfaced in proceedings, Kanye made a striking appearance. During that visit, he met with Christian and promised unwavering loyalty, declaring he would go to any lengths necessary to protect and support Diddy through the storm.
Parties that everyone is talking about, but you've never got invited to them, so you.
I don't know.
Really...
I don't know. I don't even know what the part. That's how far out of it I am. I don't know. But the people call me Illuminati too. It's like, call me what? Okay, cool. I'm Illuminati. Whatever it is. It's like, whatever. I don't care. I really don't give a. I really don't give a.
There you have it.
Box right in the middle. Kanye West. Kanye, why'd you show up today?
Hey guys, Aaron Katursky here from ABC. As if the trial of Sean Combs needed more spectacle, in walked Kanye West. He was inside for about 20 minutes. He didn't get into the courtroom. The guards made him go through security just like everybody else. He had to check his phone. And then he was taken up to the 24th floor to the overflow room. Now, I'm not sure if he didn't like it, didn't think it was the right vantage point for him, but he was only in there for a matter of minutes until he walked right back out. He was wearing this white, maybe canvas suit. And he told us that he was here to support Sean Combs. We're not sure that Combs' legal team wants him here for support or if he came on his own volition, but it certainly was a moment while testimony was going on from Sean Combs' former assistant, a guy named Jonathan Perez, who was with him from 2021 to 2024, said he set up hotel nights that he referred to as king nights, brought the lights, brought the Astroglide, brought the baby oil. The jury saw a lot of pictures today, too, of things seized from Combs' Los Angeles mansion. 900 bottles of Astroglide lubricants. According to the HSI agent on the witness stand, the jury saw boxes of it.
Kanye reached out to Diddy directly and even shared their conversation online. That's when things took a strange turn. Kanye appeared fully committed to Diddy's side, yet immediately after the call, he pulled back entirely. Did Kanye uncover something unsettling during that conversation?
Real from the front line, you know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful. Yeah. I can't do nothing for 15 days. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there, you feel me?
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Have some fucking fun. Yeah. Having no fun in here, nigga. Get behind the mic, have some fun. Chop up them samples. Get that on your face, being five. Yeah. Have some fun. Get that smiling. Yeah. These other motherfuckers.
In the mythology of Hollywood, cloning rumors have lingered for decades, and it's never a topic people brush off lightly. Orlando Brown even claimed last year that Kanye had been replaced, a theory many fans eagerly embraced. Kanye himself once stirred the pot while speaking about Elon Musk. Am I the only one who thinks Elon could be half Chinese? He joked. Look at his childhood photos. Imagine pairing a Chinese prodigy with a South African supermodel. You'd get an Elon. He added an Elon because, in his words, there might have been 20 attempts before one finally stuck. And then, of course, came the mention of Obama.
There's a taller Kanye and a smaller Kanye, taller Kanye and a smaller. They're fighting for who's going to be Kanye. They're fighting for who's going to be Kanye, dude, right in front of you. And it's like, yo, bro, leave my brother alone.
So Orlando is claiming that there were 2 Kanyes, but he isn't new to crazy claims, so he may not be the most reliable source. After this claim made by Orlando Brown and all the controversies he was in, Kanye shared a message from his personal trainer Harley Pasternak that was quite haunting. This is the guy Kanye was with when he was first taken to the hospital and given meds for his bipolar disorder. Harley has worked with many celebrities, including many people who have died to drug-related incidents like Mac Miller and Brittany Murphy. This has led theorists to believe that Pasternak may have had a hand in these people's deaths.
Kanye West calls Twitter chief Elon Musk a half Chinese clone engineered like Obama.
Boom.
Musk says he's taking West's comment as a compliment.
That's great. That's great. Well, there you go.
You let him back on Twitter. Jesus Christ.
Enough already.
Well, yeah, he's not right, but duh.
Kristen Cavallari has weighed in on the swirling Kanye cloning theories as well. She has used her podcast to insist she believes in celebrity duplicates, even alleging Kanye West was swapped with an Illuminati-backed replica and citing shifts in his look and the period he vanished.
Renowned hip-hop critic is weighing in on Kanye West. This just seems bizarre, especially because the way she's not actually, I guess she is sort of waxing, she's remembering the good old days with Kanye. And she seems to think that the Kanye we're seeing now is not the same Kanye. I don't mean that.
Like literally a different person.
She's talking clones. Why? We'll get into that. But here's her theory.
Kanye is a clone. I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to say. I think there are clones, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember, he was really talking a lot. The cabal didn't like that, you know? The Illuminati, the cabal, they did not like how much he was saying. He was calling a lot of people out, and he said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that is not me.
If I ever went anywhere, we know why.
What happened? He was gone.
He hold on. He wanted to gain weight. I would do that too. I'm going to do that next summer.
Look at him. Compare old photos of him. It's not the same person. It's not. Don't cancel me, Hollywood.
I don't know if Hollywood's going to cancel her, but you know who did cancel her, which I'm sure actually feeds into Kristen's conspiracy theory?
Who?
TikTok. That clip from her podcast she posted it on TikTok, and they took it down. In fact, did they shut down her whole page?
No, they took that post down. And I mean, this is just going to feed into more of these crazy conspiracy theories. Obviously, TikTok took it down because it was a community guideline violation. That's what they're saying.
Well, what guideline? Talking about the Illuminati?
I mean the fact that she's talking about a conspiracy.
And it goes beyond Diddy and Kanye. Kristen Cavallari continued stirring controversy in later episodes and reports. She pushed the same cloning narrative onto Britney Spears, implying the star people watch today isn't real, a claim that supposedly made Spears reach out before suddenly disappearing again. When was the last moment a celebrity like Britney tried to personally shut rumors down publicly?
On to something. On to something.
Kristen Cavallari is trying to set the record straight about comments she made about Britney Spears after the Hills alum recently shared on her Let's Be Honest podcast that she believed the Lucky singer was a clone. Kristen reveals on her November 5th episode of her podcast she received an interesting request.
I get a call from my publicist. Okay, so he calls me and he goes, guess who wants your phone number? And I went, who? Britney Spears. And I'm going, what? I'm not gonna lie though, at first, if you didn't listen to the last episode Justin and I did, go listen. But we talked about Hollywood conspiracies and I said, my big thing was Kanye West, I think, is a clone. But also I said, Britney is not Britney.
The 37-year-old who previously met Spears at her Las Vegas residency in 2014 explains that she felt the pop legend had heard about the comments she made on her podcast and wanted to dispel the rumors.
So my initial reaction was, I was scared. I'm not going to lie. I was honestly like, oh my God.
Like you thought it was the Illuminati or the cabal?
Like on to me, man. Okay. They didn't like that podcast episode. So I'm like, give her my number. Like, great.
Kristen explains that she and her publicist were then put into a group text with Brittany and her manager.
Her manager puts us on a group chat and says like, oh, ladies, like, or he called us icons, but
gotta get that
two
in there.
icons coming together, blah, blah, blah. And then Brittany sent me a text and I'm not going to read it. I would love to read it. Just take my word.
Why
on
would you
that.
love to read it? Because I know why you would love to read it.
It was a bit of a roller coaster.
And it was like, no, that's Britney Spears. Nobody can fake that that's not, or it's the Britney Spears that's put out.
These theories aren't as wild as they first appear. In the narrative, people claim Diddy cooperated with federal forces for years. They insist he maintained powerful government ties, and that, if such forces desired, maneuvers like this could happen.
Now we have two people come out saying that Diddy was talking to the feds. Do you think that's true?
Whether it's true or not, and he might have been cooperative in some way, shape, or form, you don't get away with human trafficking unless you give up John Gotti or something like that, and that's not what happened here. I can tell you, Jesse, that this investigation's been going on for a long time, very closely held by HSI, so much so that even some of the agents on the raid a week ago today didn't know whose house they were raiding until they got there. That's how closely held this
Wow, because there could have been a tip.
Absolutely.
And there are allegations that he was paying law enforcement through his chief of security, which also happened to be Michael Jackson's chief of security.
I don't know if I buy into that. You know, people in Diddy's situation like to have those involved in law enforcement close to them. But that doesn't mean they're taking payoffs. That doesn't mean they're doing big favors. They like that closeness. It's just like how Diddy was able to court Diageo or Estee Lauder. He was very successful in doing that, and that made him a lot of money and gave him credibility outside the hip-hop rap world. And that's what he was trying to do here, a lot like what Epstein did with very powerful political and business figures.
You gotta realize one thing, that boy's life is dangerous. His life isn't, he's just not dangerous with the shit they said he was doing, but he's in danger. He knows too much. One thing you gotta realize is he probably having a conversation right now with the higher ups and everybody else to figure out how it's gonna work itself out, because he know all the secrets, and if he get to running his mouth, it could be a bad look. I look at it like the most important thing is the industry need to be built over. You have all these executives, there's somebody who's their father, their grandfather, or all these type of stuff, and they don't give people an opportunity to grow and learn. I know when I first started in this business, it wasn't a machine. I had to be the machine. I had to figure out how to get my songs on the radio, because at that time they was getting 5% and they got 10%. Those popping champagne bottles. I went from 95% of the songs you hear on the radio was my songs into 97%. So you have to really do all this thing and really do the work.
Diddy is portrayed as influential enough to reach a sitting president for a pardon, so why wouldn't he be depicted as capable of orchestrating a surrogate to serve time for him? If he's imagined with the clout to bargain at that level of power, then he's also imagined with the ability to sway what the public thinks is happening behind bars. And remember, this character isn't written as some ordinary figure. He is shown with decades of sway, sprawling networks, political links, entertainment pull, financial reach, and immense wealth.
End of this week, we broke a story last night that Donald Trump is seriously considering commuting his sentence. And there has been a lot of fallout with our story.
By the way, commuting his sentence before he's even in a prison.
Right.
He's still at Brooklyn MDC waiting to find out which prison he's going to. But this is something that President Trump is considering. And the fact that he's considering it is causing a bit of an internal war at the White House, because not everybody in the administration thinks this is a good idea.
So we are told this, and this is coming from somebody high up in the White House. We broke that story, incidentally, that right after the sentencing, his legal team, Diddy's legal team, got in touch with somebody who had the president's ear, and that the president was looking at the paperwork.
And the president acknowledged that
like 2 days later.
Yeah, in the Oval Office.
2 days later.
Yeah.
So we now know that Trump is considering, we're told that he's kind of waffling, he's going back and forth on this, but there are staffers in the White House telling him, don't do it. So we put this story up last night.
Even his lawyer talked about how Diddy had a plan up his sleeve that no one could expect. Was this what he was talking about?
That article looked accurate. Well, look, that's probably some relief to Diddy's team, you know. And I don't know. I think they're moving ahead. I don't think anybody is counting on anything, and
Right.
but I think the reporting was accurate. How did you hear he's sparing since sentencing? I don't know. I mean, I hopefully we'll see him soon and find out. I guess lastly, I would ask, what do you think his future looks like? I have the utmost confidence in Sean. I think Sean will make a comeback, the likes of which people are not expecting. So I've watched him over. I've known him for a long time. I have the utmost confidence in him. In whatever sphere. I mean, he's done business, the music, he's iconic in a lot of ways, and I think.
Let's face it, in this narrative, Diddy has the means to employ a stand-in for his time behind bars, and he is depicted as ready to do whatever it takes. 50 Cent's recent Netflix docuseries seemingly confirms this. Leaked clips show Diddy instructing his legal team to recruit the most corrupt ally available. Could someone that resourceful really fail to find a body to occupy his cell?
Seen footage of Sean Diddy Combs in the days leading up to his arrest in New York last September.
You want to put the stuff in my fanny pack, King?
The exclusive video obtained by Netflix shows Combs debating with his lawyers about strategy.
Listen to me. I'm going to get off the phone right now, and I am going to let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing.
The footage is part of a new, highly anticipated docuseries by director Alex Stapleton and rapper and executive producer Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning. Was there anything that surprised you when you were watching?
I think it was surprising that he actually filmed it.
It was very interesting to watch a man who's known for his brand presence. You know, he has a really amazing knack for marketing and all of that, and how he was sort of taking that into account in how he was coming off to the public.
The exclusive video also shows Combs in Harlem greeting fans.
I'm gonna win. As long as you win, we win it. I'll accept it. I need some hand sanitizer. Hold on. I got it. I've been out in the streets amongst the people. Yeah, I gotta take a bath. Like the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, like that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like 150 hugs.
You're a public person as well, and there was one instance in Harlem, and his reaction when those people
went away.
Got in his
car and said, I feel like I need to wash, like I'm dirt. It shows you his character.
Was that the reason for including it?
Yeah, what's the odds that you would do that in front of the camera?
Let people know that the show is not completely the perspectives of people that did not like Sean. We weren't trying to just get the highlights, the salacious details, that the real goal was to storytell. And not everyone needed to have an allegation to be a part of this project.
The 4-part series also features 2 jurors from Combs' trial who are speaking for the first time about how they reached their mixed verdict, finding Combs guilty of 2 prostitution offenses, but clear of racketeering and trafficking charges, both sharing their thoughts on the relationship between Combs and singer Cassie. Juror 75 describing them as 2 people in love, and Juror 160 saying in part, domestic violence wasn't one of the charges. Cassie, is she a victim in all this?
I believe Cassie's a victim in all this because she came in she's like 18, like 19 years old. In the very beginning, after a while, over time, you condition for it.
The goal of what the film is trying to do is to let the audience kind of come in to ask questions like, Were their decisions colored by certain things, and who got the benefit of the doubt, in that courtroom?
Do you think that hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as hip-hop is fine with his behaviors.
As you can probably imagine, Diddy's legal team is doing everything they can to stop the release of this docu-series. Through his spokesperson and lawyers, Combs has called the series a shameful or disgraceful hit piece, claiming Netflix used stolen or unauthorized footage he has been filming since he was 19 to tell his own life story.
Hasn't even out yet, and Diddy is mad as hell. Diddy's crisis PR manager put out statements to the media outlets claiming that the never-before-seen videos that are in the Netflix documentary were stolen. He's claiming that the one of him talking to his lawyers about doing dirty business was never meant to see the light of day. So you know what? Let's go ahead and hear what he said one more time.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Diddy is also pissed that 50 Cent is the one that created this documentary, calling it a shameful hit piece, and he said it's crazy that 50 Cent got to work on this documentary when he has had a personal vendetta against Diddy for years. I already know while Diddy is sweating, 50 Cent literally doesn't care. He has still been trolling on his social media all day long. Media outlets are sharing how 50 Cent posted that Diddy's publicist was saying nasty things about him and he just didn't want to go to Diddy's parties. He captioned it, "Netflix is concerned that their servers may not be able to handle everyone watching at once at 12 a.m. Eastern time. It goes live." Now, even though Diddy is accusing Netflix and the team of stealing this unseen video footage that is in this documentary, the team hit back pretty quickly. They said in a statement that this video footage came to them and they did everything legally to acquire this video footage. And that they basically own all of the rights of this unseen video footage that is about to be in this Netflix doc. Probably one of the funniest things that I saw in these statements from Diddy's PR team is the fact that he didn't want these video clips of him talking to this lawyer out for the public to be able to see. You didn't want this clip of you talking to your lawyers viewed by the public. Why were you having somebody film you at all? Some of the video footage, Diddy admits that he hired people to film him because he wanted to use it in
by everything that is in the docu-series, and has even shut down rumors that he did this to get revenge. He made it clear that this isn't some personal vendetta. This is about exposing the truth and letting the public see who Diddy really is behind the cameras and PR.